Alright, boys, we're back. Episode 2 here. In the last episode, you guys saw the roster, seeing who we have. So what I want to do now, I'll quickly go to my line changes. I can't believe I'm actually thinking this, but hang on, I'll tell you in a second. Best lines. Okay, so on paper, how do we look? Huselius, Carter, Nash. I mean, it's not a bad first line, but thing is, Carter and Nash, they're not 90 overall, so you need another third guy who's around an 88, 87 for that line to do above average. But the Huselius might bring him down a little bit. But I also do like the combination of playmaker, sniper, and power forward. So, you know what, that first line might do something, but I don't know. Second line, Umberger, Vermette, Bowl. I mean, that would be a perfect third or fourth line. A nice grindy-ass line, but we got to put it on our second line. Our third line, Derek Brassard, Paulson, Dorsett. And it gets pretty weak after that, eh? Okay. Okay, this is my thought process here, boys. I'll run it down. I was thinking, I'm going to make the trade. We got to remember the offseason trade. Every offseason we make a trade. Well, we can make a trade. So that means right now, because we're in the offseason. We haven't started the regular season yet. Start off the career with a trade. But that one trade that I'm going to make at the beginning is going to dictate which direction our team is going in. I know I've kind of assumed that we're going to be blowing this team up, but do you think it's possible that we can make the playoffs in year one and slowly rebuild, or do you think it's better just to do a complete blow-up? Thing is, I want to ask you guys this question and let the comments up, but I also said I'm going to get a few videos out today, so I can't really wait to see the comments. So, you know what? We're not a playoff team. I mean, I would have to make some crazy trade. You know what it is? It's really our defensive core. It's not our offense. I think offensively, we could get through. We could maybe make it to the 8th spot in the playoffs, but defensively, we're not the greatest team defensively. I would need to get at least 2 defenders. Then I can move like this Klitsum and Led guy would have to go. I would have to move Martinic and Method down here, Wisniewski and Tootin down here, and then get 2 first-line defensemen. And then our team might make the playoffs. But 2 first-line defensemen, that's a steep price. That is a steep price. And I really don't want to trade away any draft picks, so... And goaltenders, like, with a weak defensive core, if you're going to need, like, a Carey Price back there or somebody to stop them from going in. So, you know what? I know all of you guys want to see me do it anyways, and it is the smarter decision. I think we do need to blow the team up. I'm trying to see if we can make the playoffs, give them the benefit of the doubt, give them a little trade to help them out. Because it just seems like one player on offense could sort it all out, then 2 players on defense, and then maybe a goalie, but that's 4 players that we got to trade for. We don't have the assets to trade back for them. All right, boys, I agree. I totally agree with you. Yeah, I can read your minds. You want me to make trades. You want me to blow up the Columbus Blue Jackets. That's the reason you made me choose them for the GM mode commentaries. Okay, so I agree. We're going to blow them up. So, you guys have seen the roster. Let me just completely go through the team here, okay? I want to completely go through it and see everything before I make any trade. So, assistant coach, we'll put that up right away to help our young guys get better. All right, so there you go. Confirm there. Don't need to look at any of this. That's fine. Let me just quickly go to our coaching reports, our progress, our team reports. See how good of a team we are. 79 overall. So no, we're not gonna be a good team. Okay. All right, fair enough. Okay, so we're gonna blow the team up here. Jersey numbers, edit lines, practice mode. I'm just making sure I got everything covered before I actually go into that. We'll set our scout out just so we do it now. Remember, I edited all the rookies. I didn't edit their overalls. I just edited their potential, so they're not going to be, Steven Stamkos's by 19 years old. They'll take a bit longer, but they do have the potential. By year 4 or 5, yeah, they'll be ready to play, especially the guys who go top 3. So, we will send him out to... We'll send him out to the OHL this time, this Yakupov. We got Grigorenko last time. Actually, you know what? We might need a center. Maybe that Galchenyuk guy, yeah. Might need a goalie, too. What about Malcolm Subban? Where's Malcolm? What team is he? He's on the Belleville. Yeah, Malcolm Subban, maybe. Ooh. Okay. Well, first, we'll send him off to the OHL in the forwards for 6 weeks, because we got Galchenyuk and Yakupov, a center and a left winger. Rick Nash is a right winger, and what I say, it's possible that we hold on to Rick Nash. I want to trade away everyone else first. Rick Nash is a trade deadline trade, because then I can see which teams are not really, I can get a better draft pick for him. You know what I mean? So Rick Nash is definitely a trade deadline kind of guy. We have enough players to make that one trade right now anyway. So, I think we got everything done here, boys. I think we got everything covered. Yeah, we do. All right, so we're in the preseason. We're going to make our one trade here. So before we do anything crazy, let me go to the trading block and see if there's anybody that could help our team that we could steal right away. Now, the players I'm looking for, people who are under the age of 25, who have good potential. I'm not looking for any superstars right now, like Brian Campbell, no thank you. Not looking for any superstars. Gonchar, no. Okay, so everyone's just giving away their first-round pick right now. I really don't want to trade away for first-round picks just yet because we're too early in the season. I want to see which teams. I want to get a better draft position, basically. So yeah, we'll go to trade players ourselves here. Okay, so we're just going to go through here. This may take a while. I don't really have any thoughts of who I want to get, but since we're a rebuilding team, I want to have the worst possible regular season as we can so that we kind of, our draft pick will turn into the first overall so I don't have to trade for it. That's what I'm hoping for. Our defense is fine. We don't need to trade away any defenders just yet. I can wait for the deadline for Wisniewski because I can get more for him. I'm thinking we might want to trade away Steve Mason in this, even though his trade value is not the greatest. You might want to just hold on to him because he could get better, and then you trade him away for a better trade value. But my thought process is trade him away right now and then put like a 79 goalie in the net so we really shit the bed during the season and get the worst pick. Okay, I'll just put him out there for right now. All right, and who else am I thinking of trading? I'm just going to put the guys who I would want to trade up at the beginning. Okay, so Jeff Carter, same thing. I want to trade him, but I think the trade deadline would be a better guess for him because I could get more back. Vermette, the same thing. Their trade value is pretty good, so I want to wait to the trade deadline. These guys though, like Prospel, I can put him on the block there. These guys, no trading value. Hugh Salius, okay, this is one guy I want to get rid of. Umberger, I can wait on Umberger. He'll be worth more at the trade trade deadline. Rick Nash, we're gonna hold on to Rick. And Wisniewski, we're gonna hold on to Wisniewski. His trade value is not the greatest. We'll get more for him at the trade deadline. And same with Frederick Tooten. These two guys going at the trade deadline. Okay, so we got Mason, Prospel, and Hugh Salius. Okay, so Hugh Salius has got a pretty good trade value. I like that. So if we're gonna trade away these three guys, what do I want back? I want a prospect goalie. Or a goalie. I want a prospect. I just want prospects, basically. Or young studs with low trade value. So we're going to go through the teams here. First of all, if we're giving up Steve Mason, I'm not accepting anything but a goalie back. So we got to look for some young goalies here who we might be able to pick up. Pavlich, yeah. Wouldn't be bad. I'm looking for a prospect goalie, though. Not somebody who is kind of in their prime right now. I want a young goalie. No. Oh, Brian Elliott. He's actually got pretty good trade value. What's he, like 26 years old? 85. You know what? I don't want to get a good goalie, though. Yeah, that's the thing. If I'm trading for a goalie, I want someone worse than Mason, but with good potential so that we have a crappy season. Fleury, no. Not getting Marc-Andre Fleury. We'll probably make the playoffs with a goalie like that. Okay, there's our countdown timer. That's all right. We'll continue here. Bobrovsky, maybe? Sergei Bobrovsky. He's got pretty good 84 overall. All right. Hang on. Put up Bobrovsky here. Who else could we get from Philly, maybe? Any young guys? Nobody for defense. What about offense? Simmons? No, we don't need any of these guys. Voracek, come back to Columbus? No. Van Riemsdyk? No, too much. Hartnell? Couturier? Sean Couturier. 18 years old. I know he's got great potential. He's got everything, and his trade value is nice and low right now. It's not bad. I'm going to add him to the... Ooh, look at their salary cap. Holy crap. Yeah, they're already at the top. I would need to add somebody huge here to get some salary off them. Hang on. We'll see if we can do it. And Braden Shen. All right. So Bobrovsky, Couturier, and Braden Shen. But the thing is, they're picking up so much salary. They can't do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, all skaters... Jody Shelley I'm going to pick up because he's got 2 years left at 1.1, so he's some salary. They still have 4 left. It can't be Jody Shelley. It's got to be somebody with a high salary cap with a low trading value. All their high... Simmons, nah. You know what? Philly's not a good tradable team. Can't do it. Can't do it. Just can't do it. Because, look, even with even with nobody on the table, look at their salary cap. It's already at .530. Yeah, they can't afford it. Nope, can't do Philadelphia, boys. I should look at that first. Okay, Ottawa. Goalies. I mean, Robin Lehner we could trade for again, but yeah, he would be the perfect goalie. But I want to stay. Now, his trade value is actually, it's not that high. Just remember that. Robin Lehner, maybe. Lundqvist, no. Nabokov, no. No. New Jersey? I mean, Nashville? No. Montreal? Oh, look at Carey Price. Trade for Carey Price? Yeah, his friggin' trade value's above half. I'm not going to be able to get him without, like, giving an arm and a leg. Backstrom, Harding, no. Ooh, Jonathan Bernier. How about this guy? His trade value's nice and low right now. 82 overall. So he's worse. Technically, he's worse than Steve Mason, but he's younger by 1 year, and he's got better potential. Okay, so I like Jonathan Bernier better than, Robin Lehner. He also has less of a trade value than Robin Lehner. All right, so remember him. Markstrom. How about this guy? 77. Ooh, you know what? How old is he? 21. I don't know if he's a super sweet, so he's definitely better than Jonathan Bernier. But who else do they have who I can maybe pick up here? Good Branson. Defenseman. Ooh, okay. Hang on a second here, boys. We might have found something we can work with. Florida also has $14 million here. All right, so Markstrom, good Branson. Hang on. I'm just going to see if they have any forwards now. Shaw, how good is this guy? He hasn't even been signed yet. Logan Shaw, powerful. Ooh, he's got an A potential for offense. All right. Hang on a sec. We'll just add him to the deal. I'm going to really add a lot of people here. All their young guys are coming to my team. Nah, they got no left wingers. Centers. Huberdeau. Jonathan Huberdeau, not bad. BB, yeah. Okay, so we're getting a bunch of young prospects here. Okay, so if we're getting all these guys, they don't really have the highest trade value. So if I'm getting Markstrom, I'm going to trade Mason. Going to do that, okay? Hang on. The league does not approve this trade. I'm just going to press Y to see Y, just to see. Okay, so too many skaters. Okay, so that's fine. They have 12 million here. So Steve Mason, good Branson. Yeah, okay, so Steve Mason has pretty much... Okay, Steve Mason has everybody covered here. But we'll just do it for player. Steve Mason has Markstrom covered. Perfect. Good Branson. Who else was the players that I wanted to add to this? It was Huselius. There we go. Huselius and Mason. That actually might just go through by itself, because Huselius has a pretty good trade value. And who was the other guy? Just to add him. Prospel. Yeah, okay. So Mason, Huselius, and Prospel for good Branson, Markstrom, Shaw, and Huberdeau, okay? These guys, they're not prospects who were ready to go. Like, they're not prospects who are going to be NHL ready for us, but they're pretty much 4 first-round picks. I don't know about the Shaw guy, but Huberdeau, Markstrom, and good Branson, 18, 21, and 19 years old, and we're giving up our goalie, I think Markstrom will turn out to be a better goalie than Mason. He might not. It depends, but still. So I'll say it's about an even trade there, Mason for Markstrom. It'll help them out now with a better goalie, and it'll help us out for the future with Markstrom. But then we're giving Huselius, a 32-year-old winger, and Prospel, a 36-year-old, for Huberdeau and good Branson, and the Shaw guy, who might turn out to be something good. So before we try to get this through, I'm going to just add a third-round pick onto it just to see if if it's too heavily weighted for them. But I think this might go through. Mason, Huselius, Prospel, good Branson, Markstrom, Shaw, Huberdeau, and a third. This might be our one trade that we do in the offseason, boys. Let's see if it goes through. We've given this offer some thought, but Florida is not interested in giving up our prospects. Okay, so that's not a no. That's just an excuse. So it's the third-round pick. We don't need to add the third-round pick, all right? Let's see if it goes through like this. Steve Mason, Huselius, Prospel, Huberdeau, Shaw, Markstrom, and good Branson. No, at this point, we're not trading away our prospects, so they still don't want to trade away our prospects, their prospects. So yeah, this trade, it is very good for us if we can get it to go through. So what I'm going to do now, boys, I'm going to add some draft picks. Now, calm down. I'm adding a 7th. All right, I'm going to see if it goes through. Oh, it went through with a 7th. That's all. Oh, my God. I was expecting to have to add a 6th, a 5th. So there you go, boys. It was just the 7th. I think that was a great trade. Holy crap. Steve Mason, Huselius, Prospel, and a 7th for Jonathan Huberdeau. Markstrom, we got a super sweet goalie in net. Good God almighty. Who was it? Huberdeau, Markstrom, that right wing power forward guy, and good Branson. I'll show you guys. Oh my God, I think that was a great trade. So we got Markstrom, who's going to start the season for us. He's going to get all the games during the regular season to try and get better. All right, a 21-year-old goalie with B potentials everywhere, and he's almost in the 80s everywhere too. So definitely a good goalie that we can build our franchise on. Reset. Remember how defensemen were kind of a problem for us? Well, we got one piece of the puzzle with Eric Goodbranson, a third overall pick by the Florida Panthers, BBB for potentials. He's kind of low right now. He's 78 overall, kind of low. But give that a year or two. He'll be mid-80s everywhere, okay? Very good pickup. That's a great defensive pickup for us. A right winger who we got. Where is he? Or was it a left winger? Was it a left winger? Oh, where is he? Oh, it's because I didn't sign him yet. Hey, hang on a sec. I'll show you him in a second. Huberdeau, who we picked up. BBB for potential, 18 years old. He was a third-round overall pick as well. So we got 2 third overall picks in Huberdeau and Goodbranson. He might turn out to be something special, this guy. And then the last guy I'll show you, just do the best lines. We'll end this video here. The last guy I'll show you, just go to contracts, because I haven't signed him yet to the contract. There he is. Where is he? Shaw. It was Shaw, yeah. This guy's Shaw. He's got B potential, A for offense, B minus, power forward on the right side. I know he's kind of low, but he was just an addition to the trade. He might turn out to be something, okay, in like year 4 or 5, or he might be a tradable asset. But the real deal was Markstrom, Goodbranson, and Huberdeau. Oh my God, I think we just robbed the Florida Panthers, boys. So I'm going to end this video. Let me know what you guys think, but I think that was a hell of a trade. And now we got Carter and all those other guys that we can trade at the trade deadline for draft picks. So let me know, boys. I think that was a great deal.